I think if people are finding inspiration and understanding how other people are sort of coping with this strange time.
Well, I don't know about Wilmer, but I mean, I feel just so grateful and really privileged to be in a position where I'm able to just stop what I'm doing and be home with my family and take the orders from the state and the government who have told us to stay home and be a part of this solution. I know not everybody is in that position. So I do think, we're really lucky to be in that place.
Wilmer?
I think that you're, you make a really good point. I think I have tons of friends who are in different industries, and from the service industry to to the transport industry, and even when you talk about just specifically, you're talking about our industry and how we get hit in a certain way, right? Our crews, we cut our season short this season on NCIS, right? We're supposed to do 24 episodes. We ended up doing 20. And that's a month and a half of hourly work that 2/3 of our crew is not going to be able to collect going into the summer, where during the summer you would normally have an opportunity to jump into a music video or a commercial or a pilot or a film. And this situation, everything just stops, and but I will say, I will say that I'm interested to see, and excited to see that the government is stepping up and it's trying to really, alleviate some of our communities more affected, and I mean, there's obviously a lot of questions about how we're all going to be, how everyone's going to be taken care of based on what they need in the moment. But I think that, coming full circle to it, I haven't spent as much time, believe it or not, with my mother and my father, and it's exciting that my fiance and I can be home, and share together, and it feels like it does feel like a film, right? I mean, I made a big mistake. I watched World Z, and World Z basically starts out very much like this. Like it's what's happening, right now, and it's one of those things where, like, just don't watch Contagion, guys. I mean, just don't watch those movies thinking you're gonna get some information on what's happening. It's actually very stressful. But I agree. I think that we're living a moment, and I think that what's giving us a lot of comfort is that we're not forgetting any of the communities. We're trying to bring everyone together and having conversations and figuring out how, in the most vulnerable place, we can help. And I think that all we can really do, and as artists and as people that have a platform like this, is to amplify those voices that need, obviously, not just the highlight, but a roadmap and how to feel safe in this moment. And I think it's a blessing what you guys are doing here, and it's an honor to be here with Max and everybody and Matt, just to actually be able to just make a little noise around the matter, right? Because it is a confusing time, and it is a very scary time. We've never experienced anything like this in our time, and this will be a very defining moment for our generation. And as we move forward, this is going to shape us into a different society. And I think I hope we don't forget what was special about this moment, which was they brought us all together in one place, and it forced us to survive together.
No doubt. And just to your point, in this movement in particular, we've, in the last 20 or so hours, raised $158,000. That's going to be going to small businesses, the CrossFit Foundation, Red Cross Global, and a couple of other efforts as well. So I hugely appreciate you guys being here. I'm a huge fan. We're going to lighten the mood a little bit. I'm going to bring in my friends, Bill Grundler and Chase Ingram. I don't know what the game is, but they got a game for you. So stand by. I'm exiting the room. Here come Bill and Chase.
Oh, yes. Gentlemen, big fans. Here we go.
Oh, nice. What's up, guys?
Here's the game. It's a 3-question game. Now, the fun part about this is these are real life scenarios that have actually give you 3 answers that seem totally abstract and off the wall, and you have to pick which one you think is correct. And it'll be the best out of 3. So Bill is going to read all the questions and answers first. You will give us your thought on what the answer is, and then we will give you guys the answer to the question. All good?
I think I understand.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Bill, take it away.
I'll read the question and the answers. You guys respond. Here we go. Question number 1. During the early days
not a
of
race,
space
just pick an
flight, TV stations would often broadcast the astronauts live, and NASA was worried that one of the astronauts in particular would swear when the whole world was watching them. In order to prevent this, NASA did one of these things. A, told him that for safety's sake, he had to wear a gag so that he wouldn't, quote, inhale space. B, through a careful psychops campaign, they convinced him that the most offensive swear word he could possibly say was gadzooks. And the last one, C, they hypnotized him so that he would hum anytime he wanted to swear. Your answer is what?
I'm gonna say C.
So C. I was gonna go with C, but I guess I'll go with A.
Okay.
You can have the speaker share an answer. We can share an
you can
answer.
share it.
That's
It's
fine.
all right. We got that. If you both want C, that's fine.
A winner and a loser would be cool, but 2 losers would be really bad. So,
Well,
we
we
can't
got
stand
tiebreak
more
for you,
than-
so we're good. Don't even worry about it. All right,
That's
so
what
the
me and
answer
Bill are here
actually
for.
is C. So they said,
See, you
NASA
should have
said
stuck with it, man.
they admit that they did this.
had it.
They said it's absolutely true that astronaut Pete Conrad was on the moon on one of the Apollo missions and was weirdly humming all the time. So there you go.
See, Wilmer,
Wow.
that was just you being scared to hold my hand.
All right.
I give and I give and I give. It's like I'm a fixer, I'm a caretaker.
Hey, I have a question for Wilmer. I think we shoot the neighborhood on the 70s show stage.
What stage are you on?
Stage 2.
Yes.
Okay. So if I walk out of the stage and I go up the stairs and I have the far dressing room upstairs closest to the parking lot, whose dressing room? All right, cool, good.
Yeah, like the one that's where the big door is in between the other set of dressing rooms, right?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me write that down really fast. Hold on. Where was that again now? Wait, you go where?
No, so here's what's really interesting story. When back in 1997, 98, when we got cast on the show, we were this bunch of kids doing the show nobody's ever seen. People were like, this is gonna suck, right? Everybody's like, this show's gonna get canceled in 6 episodes. And that was the perception of our show. Like, we was a bunch of kids in a world of icons, right? Like Seinfeld, Third Rock from the Sun, like all these shows were still on, and we were just these new kids thinking we're gonna hang with primetime between The Simpsons and The X-Files. And they gave us the soundstage, stage 2, but stage 1 was this little smaller version of it. So then they broke stage 1's wall that divided stage 2, and they made it all into one big stage. That's what CBS were for this.
Wow.
Stage 2.
Cool.
So they made 2 stages to make like the whole set of 70s show. And before us was Roseanne and Jason the Fire and the Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. On that
Man, that's awesome.
On that same lot. It's a good mojo for sure.
There you go. All right, we only got 2 more questions for you. So I don't know
All right, let's do it.
what dressing room this will get us into on the next one, but we'll find out. All right, so question number 2. BBC Radio goes to great lengths to make sure that its listeners are safe from offensive content. They even put a decade-long ban on what song because they thought it was too offensive. Was it Madonna's Like a Virgin? That's A. B, Ice-T's Cop Killer. Or C, Bobby Pickett's The Monster Mash.
What era? There's no specific issue.
No era. They just said that they had a decade-long band.
Feels like a trick question.
I'm gonna go with C. Yeah, I was gonna
Look at us.
All right. And you guys are right. Congratulations. You guys are right. They said that it was too morbid. That's why they decided to put the ban on it. So you could kill cops. That's fine.
But
you could be a virgin.
Cop killer
that's fine.
is good to go.
But yeah. All right. Last one here.
Not gonna talk
we'll get you
about
guys out of
zombies.
here. Okay, last question. Even professional wrestling is not immune to worrying about being offensive. At one time, the WCW, the World Championship Wrestling Organization, had to make this sweeping change. Was it A, each wrestler was required to say, "I'm just kidding," before they did a trash talking bit? B, instead of calling the bad guy the heel, they had to call them sensible flats? Or C, they were told to stop calling chairs, guitars, ladders, or whatever they brought into the ring as foreign objects. They had to call them international objects. A, B, or C?
A. A. Oh my God, I was gonna say A. Wow, look at that.
I think you guys are just going to hide behind each other's shadows. What we got going on here? So actually, the answer is C. So you guys both got 2 right.
They were all C.
1 wrong. Chase, what do they win?
You guys win a whole round of
West
one of
Coast
these
Classic
for your
t-shirt?
job well done. Keith, man.
I really
Talk to
We have some West Coast Classic gear.
Well, I don't know. Chase came up with the idea
That's
that
awesome.
whoever the winner, if they tie, the tiebreak is going to be 10 burpees. So
I'm ready to go.
2 wins.
Are we giving you the
2
C
correct,
for
1
round
wrong.
1?
2 correct, 1 wrong. That's not a tiebreaker. That's like a punishment. That's
Punishment.
straight up like
Hey, welcome to CrossFit,
that's
bro.
straight up like
That's
you're
CrossFit,
tied.
man.
Guess what? 10 burpees.
All right.
Max is
Do we
already
have to do it
standing
now.
He's ready to.
Hey, Robin, can we get some music for these guys?
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Hey, jumping burpees.
We doing these?
Oh, you know it, brother.
Oh yeah, we're doing this. Back.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Oh, is he going?
Yeah. Chip.
I mean, how cool is it if we have movie stars doing burpees on the show? That's rad.
I was about to say is like 2 of my TV show icons
believe you.
just did burpees.
No, it's awesome.
Right? Who is that? That was great.
Oh, man.
That was great.
Hey, great job, you guys. That was awesome. I'll tell you what, as a fan,
Thank
I
you
really
very
appreciate
much.
you
I
guys
lost
coming out,
audio, I
and
think.
spending some time with us and being part of this whole thing, because it means a lot to a lot of people. And so I'm really glad you guys are here, honestly.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you guys today too, man. Thank you for the words, and that was fun.
And there's that awkward silence with Ro again.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll just pop right back in. Hey, I'll just echo that. Wilmer, Max, thanks so much, man, for sticking around and for having some fun with us. Really appreciate it. And better be seeing you guys posting some scores also on the UnitedInMovement.org leaderboard. That is about to kick off, my friends. A lot of you guys asking questions here in the comments section. This is where you come for the announcement of the first workout, which is going to happen in just a few moments. we got a couple of announcements to make. One is that if you're just tuning in, what you missed just a few moments ago was a $100,000 donation. They said that's just the start. So they're Noble is committing to $100,000 from the sales, the proceeds of the sales of their new United in Movement trainer. So that's massive news. Our new total, $158,000. And you, of course, can make your donations at unitedinmovement.org. And we're going to be accepting those for the next 7 days. Remember, we got 7 days, 7 workouts. It starts right now. Matt Fraser and Clair Toomey, they're warming up. But let's see if we can get a live look into the gym there. All right, no look into the gym. But what we're going to see is we're going to go into the fittest garage in the world. That is the garage of Matt Fraser, where he and Clair Toomey have been training, as you all of the sport most likely know. These guys are basically family at this point. And there we've got Sammy and Tia. Little live look into the garage. Hey guys, good to see you. Tia, give me a thumbs up if you still need a little more time to warm up. Let's consider you guys to be on the warm-up clock for about 2 more minutes because I can't hear you. So hopefully we get a little bit of the tech sorted out here, and we'll figure out our comms. One thing that we do want to promote is that $10,000 was donated on behalf of Chipotle for Matt and Tia. Here's something that's ridiculously cool. Chipotle is giving away 1,000 free burritos each for Matt and Tia. They're going to talk to you about that here in just a second, give you some details. But especially, on the West Coast right now, it'd be a fantastic time to get a free burrito, if I'm not lying. And I don't have a Chipotle here in Cookeville, but if I did, I'd be making a run down for that. So yeah, we're just a few moments away, guys, from the workout announcement. Thank you all for being here. So far, we've been on the air for 21 hours. So we're making some history here in the sport of fitness. That has never happened. I can assure you of that. Longest to date. And we've had people check in from all around the world. We've been to Hong Kong as I was asleep. We passed the mic over to Sean Woodland and Tommy Marquez. They took over. Nikki Brazier also got to visit with some folks in Europe and in the Middle East. I woke up this morning, spoke to affiliate owners, athletes, people from around the world. And, it's just all of us coming together to support those who absolutely need it most. And remember, we are sending all of the proceeds from United in Movement directly to the CrossFit Foundation, Action Against Hunger, and Red Cross Global. So you guys can know that you're raising money for a fantastic cause. We're glad you're here. I see we got 1,500 people watching now, and you guys are about to. You've probably been craving some action, and I'm guessing you're ready for it. So we're going to see Matt Fraser, Clair Toomey go head to head. And remember, these are all events that you could do in your living room. So I wouldn't advise necessarily trying to keep up with Matt and Tia, but I would say that they are things that you can do and you should do. So join us in this event. There's literally a bumblebee right here. I don't know if you guys are going to get a good look at that, but I'm hoping I don't get stung. If I yell, that's exactly what happened because I got the door open on this beautiful Cookeville day. Tia and Matt are now connected. We're going to go to Matt Fraser's garage. Matt, can you hear me, my friend? And how are you doing?
I can. How are you?
Good, man. Good. It was great to catch up with those guys. Great to hear their personal connection. And now there's tons of people. Like we just saw a massive spike. People tuned in and they want to see you guys take on this first challenge. That information, I believe, is going to come from you. Are you ready to make an announcement to the world on what they will be doing?
Yeah.
Hit us.
We ready for workout number 1?
Tell us, buddy. Tell us.
All right. Workout number...
Wait. Drum roll.
Oh, my God. Workout number 1 is 7 minutes of burpees. We're throwing it back. Don't make that face.
Man.
Oh,
that's everything.
You're happy for
didn't want to say.
You should have known this is coming with all body weight work.
How far away are you from being prepared, my friend?
How far away am I from being prepared?
You ready to go?
Probably like 2-3 minutes. With this 7 minutes of burpees, there's it's a bit of a new standard, just to make it a bit simpler for the people at home, so you don't need a judge or anything like that. You're going to draw 2 lines. One line is for your hands and chest. Where you start the burpee, you're going to be behind the line. And then when you come up from the burpee, you're going to draw a second line 6 inches ahead of that first line, so that you have to land your entire foot over the line, and then jump back before you start your next burpee. It's, you can step up, jump up out of the bottom of the burpee. The only rule is that when you jump over both lines, it needs to be a 2-foot takeoff and a 2-foot landing. So we're gonna just draw our lines, and then I think we're good to go for the most part. All right. Well, so I'm gonna go take off.
Can you just give me a quick? I've been told to tee you up. People want to know about how to get these free burritos. I basically told them it existed, but they have no idea how it works. So can you tell them real quick?
Oh yeah. So Tia and I each are giving away with Chipotle 1,000 burritos each. So 2,000 burritos total. For me, you text AMRAP, AMRAP, to 888-222, and I think they'll select the winners, right?
And then 5,000 burritos, you text WOD, W-O-D, to 888-222. Get your free burritos, guys.
We're gonna just while you guys get ready, and we'll be standing by. Oh, look at that on-screen graphic. That is some pro stuff right there. 1,000 free burritos, and I guess it doesn't really matter if you're on Team Tia or Team Matt, but Matt's code is AMRAP, Tia's code is WOD. The number for either is 888-222, and man, what a treat! Matt, thumbs up if that's like effective immediately. Is that happening right now?
Right now.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. So let's see how fast 1,000 burritos disappear via text. And let's see. I mean, gosh, what a combination. Burritos and burpees. Blech.
Now, one tip I have for this. So when you're doing the burpees, so you can see what we're doing here. We're both going to use the same line. This first line, so your hands and chest are behind the first line at the bottom of the burpee. When you come up, 2-foot takeoff, 2-foot landing. Now your heels have to clear this line. Now, because when you're out of breath and you're going fast and it's hard to know if your heels are crossing the line, we just drew 2 more targets, lined our heel up on the line that you have to cross, just drew a dot where our toe is, so that I know I don't need to judge when I jump forward. If my toes hit those dots, I'm good to go for the next rep.
What would you draw with if you were drawing on your carpet because you're inside your house? Like throw some flour on the ground, maybe?
Tape?
Some sugar, some tape. I like tape.
Yeah, we just drew a chalk.
Move this. It's blocking your
Okay.
lines.
Yep.
Sammy, do you have your scores thing up?
Yes.
Well, gonna practice out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see burritos already flying off the shelves. Chase Ingram texted me. He got a bunch. We got Johnny Daniels in the comments. Free burritos. Cabe White got his code texted to him. Paul Redford got his burritos. Man, people are chomping up the burritos. And we got a lot of folks tuning in. So I'm going to take this opportunity to say welcome to all of you who have not been tuned in until now. You're here for the live announcement of the first workout of United in Movement. This is 7 minutes of burpees. There is a new standard, and you guys can check that out. UnitedInMovement.org will have that for you, or of course on the Instagram page. And we encourage you to sign up for the leaderboard and also to, of course, make a donation if you can. Sammy, what you got, friend? Looks like you got something to say.
Just wondering if it's okay we put music on.
It just needs to do
7 minutes of burpees.
2-foot landing.
Ooh.
But you can step into out of the burpee. From
What's your
here,
answer
you
for
can
that?
step back.
just make sure you keep your hands and chest close to here. Just plenty of feet.
Okay.
There's no point jumping back.
Do you have the other?
This one works for both. Yeah.
But you're going
Those
to have
people
to.
tuning in who didn't hear the burrito code, the number to text for a free burrito, 1,000 from Matt, 1,000 from Tia at Chipotle. The number is 888-222. Use the code AMRAP. If that doesn't work, use the code WOD. But again, you will text 888-222. Use one of those two codes, and you get a free burrito. True story. Might be better post-WOD because this is 7 minutes of burpees. But you be the boss.
Because you're close to, you want to count them in so he can press play on that?
Yeah. How do you guys want to start your clock? Will you just start when we start doing burpees?
Yeah, that is how I understand it. Let me see if everybody. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to give you guys a countdown. I'll start at 10. The request on this end, this is you. Don't shoot the messenger. The request is there's no music from you guys.
Okay,
and
that's fine.
Just so we don't shut it down. Okay, cool. You're a champion, obviously, both literally and metaphorically. And we're ready to go when you are. Give me the high sign, and I'll start you with a 10-second countdown.
All right. Here, you want to kick on that? I'm just doing it up clock. Is that fan all right in the background?
Yeah, that's great.
All right, we're good. I'm gonna hit the clock. I'll do a 3, 2, 1, and then it'll go into a 10-second countdown. All right. Ready?
Perfect.
3, 2, 1.
Yes, sir. Here we go, guys. Our clock now is just a touch behind here. But ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Matt Fraser and Tia Clair Toomey taking on 7 minutes of burpees. You have to take our clock here with a grain of salt. Now, of course, this is something we want you guys to join along with. There is a 6-inch target in front of the line for your hands. The hands will have to pass behind the first line. There's a couple of marks you can meet on your floor, or at least have some benchmarks. But to be honest, this is a competition for fun, to get us all moving together. And so, don't kick out too hard. Just move. Join up. You can get the movement standard at unitedinmovement.org. I have it really clearly laid out. But right now, you get to see the fittest in the world throwing down. And they're hauling, man. This is not what burpees at home look like to me. Clock on your screen, just got a little slight delay on it. Keep that in mind as you guys are watching. But if you're trying to play along and you're trying to keep up with Matt and Tia, I think you'll be fine, but that's a mistake. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Matt Fraser and Tia Clair Toomey, the first event of United in Movement. This is 7 minutes of burpees straight up. No excuses for not doing it. Morning Chalk Up. Thanks for sounding off on the comments. mention you. Yeah, this was an open workout 1 year, a little bit of a different standard. All right, guys, we're approaching the back half here of the 7 minutes of burpees. Matt Fraser, Tia, Clair, Toomey in the garage, just like you guys. They're stuck at home and they're showing up. There's no really excuse not to get work done. We apologize that there's a couple of technological issues with the score counter and the clock, but let's be honest, we're just trying to move together. It's about raising money. So far, you'll notice that we've jumped over $160,000. That's the bottom of your screen. 160,180, 10,250 if you find folks registered. If you're watching, you're not registered yet, please go do that. UnitedInMovement.org. Give us a little bit of a donation if you can. If you can, no big deal. Earlier today, it was Noble who pledged $100,000, and they hope to double that. So the amount of good that we can do as a community continues to go up and up and up. The one on my wrist says, closing on 6 minutes. Let's see if that speeds up at all. No. Out of the left. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have questions for Matt Fraser or Tia Clair Toomey, throw them in. All right. It looks like we're done. We'll get an updated score here in just a second. That didn't look fun at all. I'm gonna let these athletes catch their breath. If you have questions for Matt Fraser or Tia Clair Toomey, we're gonna throw those out there for them. So you guys start popping your questions into the comments section here. I'll do my best to kind of recap what I've seen already, besides just the clappy hands and the dabs. But look at that champion. All right, brother. We want whenever you guys catch your breath, we want updated scores, and then I'll let you kind of take a breath of fresh air before we kind of do a question and answer. Uh-oh. Sound has left the building. Oh, no. All right. Well, I guess we're all going to do burpees now. These guys, I can hear you now. How you doing?
Good. That one's just about, picking a pace and sticking to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know for me, for the first 4 minutes, I just played around with the clock, took every second as it came. I actually changed up my footing a little bit every 30 seconds, and that allowed the time to go by. So for any of you guys out there dreading that.
Well, we were, but what we need is an official count because we everything went haywire. But we need to know from you, what was the final count? Who won?
So Tia got 130, and I got 139.
Oh man, that stings.
I went a little conservative in the middle. I switched up my footing. Instead of jumping both feet up at the same time out of the bottom of the burpee, I started doing a step up. I probably should have kept the jump out of the bottom the whole time. But at the end of it, I was like, I have too much energy left. I could have pushed a little bit harder, but good workout regardless. I have a good little sweat pile over there.
Yeah, I think it was like minute 2.5, and I see sweat flying off Matt's chest. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe I'm not pushing hard enough. I'm not sweating yet.
It's that Aussie blood doesn't sweat.
I literally got one drop of sweat.
It's a little jab, I think. All right. If you guys know that on the 19th minute of every hour, everyone else is moving as well. So I'm not going to force you to do 19 more burpees, but I actually have to do 19 burpees right now. You guys can catch your breath for a second, or feel free to just kind of talk to the audience. Hopefully the audience is also doing their burpees as well. So if you want to burpee with Matt and Tia, let's do this.
Yeah, I think for anyone sticking around, my thoughts on that workout are, play around with it. Do some 1 minute intervals. Try to find a pace that you think you can hold, or that you can hold for 6 minutes, and then you drop the hammer and empty the tank on the 7th minute. But play around with different techniques. So I had 3 different techniques going. One was out of the bottom burpee, jumping both feet up. And then as I'm still hinged at the hips, I'm already jumping forward. So I'm standing tall as I'm jumping over the 2 lines. The next one was still both feet up at the same time, but standing tall before I jump. It gives you half a second to grab that breath before you make the jump. And then the third one is like your emergency mode, where you're stepping up out of the burpee, bringing both feet together, then jumping. I would highly recommend stepping backwards instead of doing the jump backwards. I did a couple of jumps backwards, but I don't know if it's worth the time that you're saving compared to the energy. So we just went over, I just kind of went through our different techniques of burpees. Let the people pick their poison.
How did I look? I'm getting called out here.
Oh, you look great.
Oh, that's amazing.
Somebody's out here. Michelle says, oh, wait, Rory, you don't make the rules. Oh, Ashley called me. She said, I'm skipping the jump. Nah, that's what I do.
How many burpees have you done in the last 24 hours?
Let's see. That was the second time I've done burpees. I woke up and had to do pistols cold, which is not my jam.
Ooh.
And so we
did you throw on your knees?
We done a lot of things. I should have. Actually, I scaled my right leg and I did my leg regular.
And then use your wife's heels.
Yeah.
That's smart. I should have thought of that. All right, friends. So let's see. First of all, for those who have not checked in with you yet, you're kind of basically family cohabitating during this crazy quarantine time, right? Like you guys have almost moved in together.
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, come on. He loves it.
You know who's chirping me like on the side? I keep getting texts from O'Keefe. He's like, why don't you ask them how come they're not breathing hard and you are?
Did O'Keefe do his 19?
Unlikely. It's funny. Brooke Wells actually sent me the first thing we did was squats, and it's the funniest video. I'll send it to you guys, but it's O'Keefe just disappearing behind the microphone.
O'Keefe behind the desk. I was watching for that. Oh, that was good.
So, gosh, I got to catch up with both of you guys the other day, but for folks who weren't there, we'll recap it while they're kind of, here we go. We do have some questions coming in. So let's go right here from, it's DJ, D-E-E-J, but he asks, favorite training song?
Oof. So, Matt knows this, but I love AC/DC. And so a number of their songs, if I am like hurting, he'll throw that on, and all of a sudden I get this whole nother burst of energy. So Thunderstruck, TNT.
The classics.
Yeah.
And then for myself, kind of depends on what I'm doing. You know, the mood changes, the music changes. So, you know, the most popular one that comes up on my playlist is Kit Moore. And then, you know, a lot of heavy lifting. I have a couple songs by this artist. His name is Jelly Roll. He's a rapper out of Nashville. He has a couple songs that, you know, they get you ready to run through a brick wall. And then you know, got to throw in some Post Malone bangers. So I have a couple of his songs that they get played pretty frequently.
Yeah, when I did that workout in your garage recently, you had like a fire playlist, dude. It was like I had to stop my workout at one point and be like, yeah, Matt's bringing the jams.
I don't even have a playlist. It's literally just songs I add to my Spotify. And so it'll literally jump from like Post Malone, like the most modern, catchy song, to like Travis Tritt. You know, there's no filter from one song to the next.
Hey, can I say it? Mm-hmm. I just heard that all of our burritos sold out already.
Well, yeah, I mean,
no way.
I got a couple.
That's amazing.
That's wild.
It's crazy.
But where would you go to get one, dude?
Chipotle, man.
We do have a Chipotle. Dang it! I dropped the ball. I was like, "Oh, we don't have a Chipotle. We do have a Chipotle." Dang it! All right, I'm gonna move on. So, okay, yeah, and actually, on that note, like a Tia or Matt Bowl, if you order those, $1 goes to United in Movement, up to $10,000. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, you get free delivery. So stay home, order in. You get free delivery, and $1 from each of the bowls goes to United in Movement.
Yeah.
You guys get all the best sponsors. I remember, Matt, like at one point where you were seriously talking about Ben and Jerry's coming on.
Yeah. They sent me some stuff off the record. They sent me a stack of free pint coupons. So if you want to see the results of that, you know, look at the footage from the 2015 games. That's the body you'll get. Just thick.
I take it, dude. I take it. All right. Here's Dale Van Wagner says, what are the best 1 to 2 pieces of equipment for a home gym?
All right.
To be,
you do your 3, then I'll do my 3.
I would say a concept bike erg or rower. I like the Rogue Echo bikes, and then I get a squat rack and barbell. Squat rack and barbell
that's
are
4 things.
That's one.
Counting's hard. So I'm going to say basically the same things. I'm going to say Concept 2 rower, Echo bike, and then I'm not sure what types of weight sets, like what the increments are that Rogue sells, but I think just like an Ohio and like 300 pounds in bumper plates, you don't need much. I mean, we could probably do 90% of our training between like a 135 bar, a 185 pound bar, an Echo bike, and a rower.
And a cute little mini road clock that you can work with your phone.
Yeah, so that one actually, when it came out, I have the full-size one up on the wall, and I actually wanted to get that one because you can run it off your phone, and you can run it off a rechargeable battery. So that thing is, like, awesome.
The cutest thing in the world.
I'm trying to think. Any other equipment that's, like, must-have? Yeah, I think bang for the buck. You know, then you can get into stuff like
Rings?
Even just like a wall ball. You know, bang, the amount of stuff you can do with that, like a slam ball, you use it to assist with ab stuff. Use it as a wall ball, obviously.
Yeah, I think rings. Rings, because you can do dips, you can do ring rows, you can do a variety of things for accessories.
Jump rope, super cheap. You can get a ton of use out of it.
So basically anything.
Yeah. You don't need to go through and outfit your gym like mine. That I went a little
buy
overboard
Rogue.
when I literally I went through the Rogue site. I went through every list, every column, and if I had used a piece of equipment in the last year, I bought it. And now I'm like overflowing with equipment. But,
okay, I'm pretty sure that wasn't where they were going with the question, but now I'm supremely jealous. And I'll be over there in a second. Do you guys, if you want to get comfortable, I've got you for a couple more minutes. So make yourself comfortable. But I'm going to give you some really low hanging, easy ones right now. Okay, cool. So Anna Maria Rojas asks an important question: have you seen the Tiger King yet? Because it's the talk of the town.
I don't know.
I can go on this for a day. So
go, bro, go.
The first episode. I watched the first episode. Sammy's in the kitchen, not really paying attention. The first episode ends, and I look at her like with grapefruit eyes and jaw on the floor. I'm like, Sammy, I'll be in bed around 5 a.m. I'm watching all of this. I watched it all straight through, and I was amazed. The other day, we're leaving the coffee shop, and so it was like pickup only. And as we're walking out, another couple was walking in, and they're at the counter. I heard them say something about Tiger King. I turned back around. I was like, let's discuss this. Yes, that show.
I don't know how I feel about it.
The next time I earn $2,000-$3,000, I'm going to buy a Tiger because I didn't realize they were so inexpensive. Apparently they're only $3,000 to own your own Tiger. So
at least you know get fed really well.
Don't do it in Cookeville, please. I can't sleep at night knowing there's a tiger in your garage.
But basically I've watched all of Netflix in the last like 2-3 weeks. There's nothing left on there for me.
To your point, there's me and Ange watched the first episode. We both slept terribly that night. Like we didn't keep watching. We just watched the first one. And it was like, did you have weird dreams? Like that was so creepy.
It's not just him, but a lot of those people kind of creep me out a little. And so I just didn't know how to.
So creepy.
I just didn't know how to process it. So I got halfway through the second episode and I was like, I think I'm going to call it. And I'm pretty open-minded to a lot of movies.
Hey, this is a hard pivot. But we were talking about equipment. You guys both obviously a lot of love for Rogue. And I just want to talk about kind of what they've been doing in terms of supporting, seems like they're supporting everybody during this time, during the COVID-19 crisis.
Yeah. I've always said, like for a couple of years now, anytime like Rogue comes out with like a new big piece of equipment or like they grab it into the games, I always just say it's just Rogue doing Rogue things, like they've set that bar of excellence and just doing stuff that not many other people could pull off. So as soon as I heard that, I had just put in an order for, I forget what the piece of equipment was, but it was just something small that I'd been wanting to get for a while. I got an email right away. It's like, hey, sorry, like we've shut down the factory for, a couple days. Your order will go out when we're done, but, we've completely changed our operation to making PPE, to help people protect themselves from this virus. And I just kind of leaned back in my chair and I was like, yep, just Rogue doing Rogue things. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm going to get back to the comments. Sean Herman asked, are there any pre-workout superstitions for either of you?
I almost make it I really try to avoid anything like that. I think there's some stuff that I probably do just out of habit, but it's not like, all right, this is going to give me any special superpowers, you know? Like there's stuff at the games, like I see Sammy until all my events are done for the day. Before and after every event, I get a big hug from O'Keefe. I know in the Fittest documentary, I heard a couple comments of like, this dude hugs this other dude before and after every event. I'm like, yep, it's been that way for 8 years, not changing anytime soon. What about you?
Yeah, I think early in my career, I would step up to the bar with a particular foot. And now, like, I actually deliberately tried to train myself out of having that superstition, because I tried not to have anything like that get into my head and affect my lifting. But like Matt said, before events, you know, I always give Shane a kiss and, you know, a little awkward for saying that, but yeah.
You guys kiss?
Yeah. So, you know, we had like that little moment, and then I go off and do my thing, but I can't really.
She's flustered just thinking about kissing Shane.
That's amazing. Me too, actually. All right. This one comes from the Morning Chalk Up, and they say, Matt, you're really used to training in a garage and alone. What advice would you give athletes struggling to stay motivated?
Ooh, you know, there's a couple different things. You know, I'm like everyone else. You know, I have the days where, you know, it's harder than others. There's some days where I'm like, I can't get my to-do list done fast enough, and because I'm excited to get into the. There's other days where it's like, you know, I need that carrot at the end of the stick for motivation. I think the big thing is remembering that, you know, the one great moment doesn't come by itself. It comes from 1,000 correct decisions. You know, it's you do 1,000 things right a year, and that leads to the bigger one. In a time like this, where, you know, it's just full of uncertainty, and, you know, no one knows what's going to happen, what's coming, any of that. I just have to remind myself that, you know, it's that opportunity to do something great is no good unless you're prepared for it. So, you know, even though right now we don't know when the next opportunity is or when it's going to come, anything, that opportunity is going to be no good without, you know, putting in the time and the hours right now.
I think that
I love that.
Just after experiencing all these online workouts that are accommodating for everyone being at home, and for me, you only have to do something 1 day straight to become a habit and to actually. And so, for someone that is really struggling, give your friend a call and get yourselves in with each other, saying, okay, tomorrow at 8 a.m. we're going to get up and we're going to do this particular workout I seen on social media, and make that commitment for the next month. And I can guarantee you, before you know it, you'll be motivated and you'll enjoy the process of doing that. And I think that that's going to really help you and benefit you to get into that routine and feel motivated throughout this period.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic advice. I actually, I love this. Well, did you guys already get the memo? The burritos are sold out, which is fantastic. And then Crimson Official.
Yeah, Sammy told us like 5 minutes ago. That's crazy.
Oh, that's fantastic. So Crimson Official asks, what is your weakest point that you can't train right now? If you guys are willing to show some cards, some weaknesses that you can't actually train, is there anything that's limited?
No.
Those
cards are staying close to the chest.
You got that
one? But, okay, so how about this? How about this? How many training sessions are you guys doing in a day?
I'd say some days, I don't know, like they'd probably should be classified as 2, but because we're training at home, it's, you know, we'll finish like what should be a session, and then we'll literally just stay in the garage, just kind of hanging out, talking, shooting the shit for a little while, and then we'll start training again. So I think
like 4 hours or so. Maybe?
Yeah, probably like 4 hours, 5.5 with like up cool stretching mobility. Still feeling a good chunk, but it's not nearly the volume that we're usually putting in.
Yeah, understood. How about any hobbies outside of training? This one's from Adam Barfoot, and maybe it's less relevant right now because we're a bit more limited in what we can do. But what are the hobbies that you guys enjoy outside of training? I've seen a lot of gun shooting lately. Tia getting involved in that.
I enjoy going out on my one wheel. You know, that's something that I love to do. Obviously, it's a little hard now. See, it's really hard to actually be able to go out and do your hobbies, especially when you're so focused on your training. When you're not training, you want to rest and recover. And so I have, for the last, I don't know how many years now, put a lot of my hobbies that I like to do, like camping or, am I loud?
Yeah, screaming.
And so I have a lot of those hobbies on pause, and just, I guess, hanging out with, Matt and Sammy and just socializing that way.
A couple of things, obviously it's not new information. I love going out, having a range day, just planking some steel. I think I'm about to take the next plunge. And I want to sign up for safety courses. I know what to do to make a cup of coffee. I want to get a little more in. I just want to learn a little bit more on why, what factors change what variables, all that stuff. And I've been looking into online harmonica classes. I've wanted to learn how to play the harmonica since I was like 10 years old. And so a couple years ago when I had a little more free time, I bought a harmonica, music books, all that stuff. But it was back. I didn't know. I didn't want to create any bad habits by teaching myself and, maybe building off bad habits. But then, life got that. So now that I have a ton of free time, I want to pull out that harmonica and learn how.
Oh, you remind me of that. I like doing TikToks now.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I love it. I actually want to do dance lessons.
Just follow her on TikTok so she'll shut up about it. It is obnoxious.
Hey, we've got one queued up. If you didn't say it, we were gonna play it anyway. So we've got one teed up right now. So we're gonna show the audience a TikTok, and we'll be right back in however many seconds that takes. Stand by. The kids had to get in on it. I just my son is obsessed. So here's what I would like to know. And, I'm being put up to this a little bit, but in my heart of hearts, I want to see it too. Tia, can you, 1, accomplish the feat of teaching Matt a TikTok dance, and 2, talk him into doing it right now?
Oh, that's not going to happen.
There's zero chance.
I will promise you that I will try and get him to do it. There actually is one thing that I think I can try and encourage him to do it. But I'll work on that. I just would never be able to get it done right here, right now. He is not a fan at the moment.
Tia started coming over, and the first 45 minutes of what's supposed to be our training day is her just showing Sammy all the TikToks that her and Shane recorded the night before. And I'm sitting there on like the assault bike, just trying to all right, Tia, let's get this going. And she has no interest in it. She just wants to TikTok all the time.
I respect
it's so
you standing
fun.
it down. All right. Hey, do me a favor. If anybody else there, if Shane or Sammy have Wi-Fi going, could you have them turn off their Wi-Fi just because we're getting a little bit jumpy. And then we're going to bring in Chase Ingram and Bill Grundler. They're going to play a game with you guys. It's not a TikTok, I promise. But we're going to have some fun with you guys.
But a TikTok would have been spectacular, though. Tia, your TikTok was unbelievable.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
They're so good. So good.
And I thought, honestly, when we were coming up with all of our games, that was the plan, was to see how long it would take to get you, either to get Matt to do a TikTok or to at least be on your TikTok. And I thought for sure we would be able to do it. I'm glad we switched it up. Because Matt looked a little pissed when we said that.
This is going to be the type of thing that, like, I'll just refuse to do it for the next year, and I'll just practice in silence when no one's watching. And then the day that Tia wants to do it, I'm just going to bust out the most glorious dance moves. That's my plan.
Well, I tell you what. I mean, so far on this telethon, we've learned that Christoph Horvath was like a unicycler. We know that Tia is a TikTok champion, and we know that you're going to be playing harmonica. So, like, the alternate realities of all these CrossFitters are blowing my mind right now.
It's so great.
Matt will be here like,
oh my, it's so good. It's so good.
Okay.
Oh man.
So the game, we're going to play CrossFit charades.
Here,
the category
CrossFit
is
charades.
girl workouts.
We're gonna grab the laptop and just run inside to see if we get a better.
Okay.
Oh, see, he's spoken like a true competitor right there. He knows it's a speed game.
Has been
for that.
2 contestants.
He's going for that hardline Wi-Fi, non-Wi-Fi.
I'm so excited about this.
guys, you do realize if I stuff up, Matt is going to kill me.
I mean, we've been breaking up partnerships all.
Totally.
All right. So what do we
totally.
do?
Okay. We have a stack of cards here.
There you go.
That have girl workouts on them. You'll be taking turns. So one will be looking at the camera while the other needs to turn away.
Right there. I don't know any of the names of the workouts.
Well, we're gonna test it.
You got to beat Mark because they have a high score to beat.
Come on, we're up for the challenge.
So you can just say pass.
When Dave announced what the 20-minute AMRAP was, and he was like, the next workout is, what was it, Annie?
Mary.
He's like, the workout is Mary.
Oh, good start.
And everyone in the stands was like, oh. I raised my hand. I was like, what's Mary? Like, I had no idea what the workout was. So
you will have the option to pass, so it'll be okay.
Take that one
You'll
out.
You'll have that option. Yeah, no, take Mary out. Yeah, good idea.
All right, so we played this earlier with Mary.
Oh yeah,
so
put Mary back in the
5 minutes. Oh, put him. Okay. Back in the deck. Okay. So one will have to turn away. One will get the card, and you have to act out the workout, and hopefully your partner can guess. Which to me sounds like we're going to get a big fat 0. But the score to be 6.
It's only 6.
Bill will be keeping the time. It's only 6. Bill will be keeping the time. You can pass. So if you can't figure it out, pass. Are we ready?
All right. So true game style, since we haven't done any kind of like real game stuff going here, we're going to start off with athletes ready. 30-second count.
Matt, I believe in you. You can do this.
So just go. Here's a hint, Matt. Just go through all the names in your head right now. So last chance to start.
I don't need Shane in the back signing them either.
Totally. All right, athletes in 10 seconds. Stand by.
Oh.
Wait, do I have to actually just
3,
you have to
2,
you acted
1, and here it comes to you, Tia. Go.
Wait, hang on. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Turn around.
That's it. No, turn around, Matt. All right.
All right. That's far. Pull-ups, push-ups, air squats. Cindy?
Yeah!
All right.
Oh, boom! There's one.
Pass.
You can say pass.
Yeah, pass.
I only have so many cards. Come on.
I think I know this one. All right,
Got it?
All right, turn around.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
I could be acting out the completely wrong one.
Running. That's it. Helen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sweet.
Well, yeah, no, she got it right. She got it right. There you go. We'll take that.
And it was even the wrong workout, but it's okay.
Yeah, it was the wrong workout, but it was the right answer. So that was cool.
Okay. Yep. Turn around. Get over. Okay, ready?
All right, all right.
Wall balls. Just wall balls. Karen.
Yep.
Boom.
Oh, all right. Here we go. Ready?
All right,
Boom.
I know a few more than I thought. Come
on, bro. Come on. You can do
Come
this.
on.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, you're all right. Turn around. All right. Oh.
Fran.
There we go.
Boom.
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 Are we crushing this?
Okay. You guys are doing great, man. You have so much time left.
Bill, what's the time?
3 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yep, get her. Just wait, Matt. Yep. I just got. Sorry, hang on.
Uh-oh. Wait, hey, clock's ticking.
Just snatches. It's not great. Isabel.
Yes.
Ah, boom. Done.
All right, here we go, Matt. Here we go.
Oh, I know. Oh, what is that one? All right, I think I know.
Muscle up.
Yeah.
Oh. It's like full squat snatch.
Yep.
Muscle ups and snatches.
Yep.
Oh.
We've done it at the games.
Bill, how many have they got right?
Oh,
This is tied up right here. Boom.
Boom! Are we tied?
That ties it up right there. That ties it up.
Hey, you guys are tied.
Ties
Here
it up.
we go.
We got
Here
2
we
minutes.
go.
2 minutes.
Pass. I don't know that one. Oh, okay. Yep.
You don't.
Wait, Matt. Wait. Get rid of it. Okay. Yep.
Just clean and jerks?
Yep.
Grace.
Yes.
Boom.
Did we win? What do I win?
Keep going. You guys won. You want to keep going?
We fucking.
Matt's like, hell
we'll try
no.
one more. We'll try one more. All right, you turn around.
All right.
All right.
Get it. Come on now, Matt. Oh, there we go.
Oh, what is that one?
Come on now.
Okay, I know.
Come on, bro. Okay.
Rowing. Oh, Jackie.
Boom.
He didn't even have to do the.
Dude, you guys are on fire. That was a great job, dude. You know all those.
The only ones I know are the ones I've had to do in competition.
That's all
Hey,
right.
we try to make it easy. Bill, what's the time?
I'm pretty proud of myself right
That right there, you had 45 seconds left. 45 seconds left. The way you guys are going, you could have got 2 more in there. You guys crushed it. Dude, the champs beat the bros. That's what happens.
Talking Marson and Heber.
Now,
Per usual.
I really hope that Shane did get some TikTok of that because I'm subscribed. I'm following you, Tia. I better see something on there.
Oh, cool. Okay, I promise you, I'll work on everything, and I'll work on him doing one too.
We'll see.
That's what I'm talking about. Do it with him doing a harmonica or doing it's a chopper. It's a
If we got a little time
that's
left.
a good one.
I want to test Matt's girl skills here. If we got some time. Matt, what is this?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Are you kidding me? Handstand push-up, deadlift.
We've done it twice in the
handstand
open.
Push-ups.
Oh.
21.
I've never. We've done it in the open?
Yeah.
Twice.
Well, that and some other stuff, but that was like the main half of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just the buy-in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yes. Yeah.
How about
I know that one.
No.
Dips and squat cleans. Am I right?
correct?
Yep.
All right, Matt, this is going to be a hard one, but I believe in you. You ready? No help.
Let's do it.
Mary.
I don't like that one.
All right, last one. We did a version of this in the regionals. Just a little different.
So I know what Nasty Girls V2 is because I did it in competition.
Okay.
I got the world record in it. It was a great workout.
So just scale it. Scale it and guess.
My life. So it was hang power cleans, muscle ups, and pistols. So is it air squats?
But you got to do it in order.
I don't remember the order.
Muscle ups?
No, pistols were first, weren't they?
No.
At regionals, I'm 99% sure pistols were first.
Were they?
So it's squats, hang power cleans.
All right,
and
so
muscle
air
ups.
squats, hang power cleans, and pull-ups?
No, it's still muscle ups.
Muscle ups.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was thinking.
And when they did it, and when they did it originally, they were like low hanging. They basically were starting from their knees and doing strict muscle ups. Is what they were doing. It's an old school video.
That's cool.
Yeah. So the first time we had 3 girls doing muscle ups in a video. A lot of history there.
Man, throwing it back.
That's cool.
You know, that's what you do when you're old, right? That's what you do when you're old.
And then there's Nasty Girls V2. You know, it's my first good year at regionals. Yeah, that was also a great time.
Hey guys, thank you so much for playing. You guys crushed it, Matt. You knew way more events than we thought you did.
Yeah,
totally.
I surprised myself.
Hey, real fast, with the burpees, did you guys help come up with any of the programming of that or no?
So I believe it was Shane and Ben.
Yeah, Shane and Ben Bergeron.
Okay.
Like, yeah, they came up with workouts and
so
live.
When O'Keefe told me what the workout was, I had the same reaction everyone
Punched him in
has
the mouth.
when they hear 7 minute burpees. I was like, dude, are you serious? And he was like, can't put the blame on me. This one's on Shane. And I was like, damn it.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. He threw Shane right under the bus.
That's so funny.
Awesome.
But I got to say, like, the line separator that you guys had, that 6-inch line, like, that's a cool little addition. Mm-hmm. I mean, especially for like a home gym thing. I thought that was smart. Like, when did that come into play, or is it trying to figure something else that you didn't have to deal with, like another piece of equipment or whatever?
So when I was talking to O'Keefe, I was asked, like, okay, well, you know, what's the standard? Do you have to go to a target? Is it like the honor system of like you have to reach full extension? But the whole point of this event is that you can do it at home. You don't need equipment. You don't need a judge. You know, you can just do it on your own. You know, just give yourself something to do for the day. So when they told me that standard, my first thought was kind of like, kind of humming and hawing. And then I did it and I was like, oh, this is very smart, because there's no opinion involved of did I do the rep correctly? Did I extend enough? Anything. There's no opinion. It's did your feet get over the line? Yes, no, that's it. So I thought the standard was great. You know, it really simplifies things, makes it easy for everyone, and allows you to get a good workout in without having to double check yourself through the entire thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought it was great. When we heard you guys say that, me and Chase were kind of talking back and forth just on our little messenger here, and that was the first thing we said was, like, oh, all right, that was a cool addition, because it does. It takes the guesswork out. It's not a hard standard. It's like, okay, everyone's on the same playing field now.
Right.
Yeah, hopefully my explanation of it was clear enough to people. one trick that we both did was in front of the 6-inch line, we put our heels against the line and then drew little dots where our toes were, so that when you're doing the workout, you only see your toes, you don't see your heels, so that when you jump, you can aim your toes to land on the dots, and if your toes land on the dots, it's a good rep. So we just added that. That's not part of the standard, but it's just something to help keep it simple while you're going.
Yeah, I definitely think that when Shane came up with the standard, it was, we don't all have pull-up bars to, touch to a target, or, everyone's in a very unique situation and it's very different to everyone else. So just try and keep it fair. I think that was a fantastic idea that he had.
No, it was awesome. It's not like it made it any easier. It still is going to suck. So good job.
No. You're breathing hard from the get-go.
That's awesome. All right,
Jumping
guys.
in on you.
Well,
Ro,
hey,
I
I
think they're
appreciate y'all
audience out.
coming in. Ro, there he is.
Breaking up the party.
There's the man with the looks.
Old Harmonica Joe and Tia Clair. We got to we're gonna kiss you guys off and say goodbye. I can see the sun shining on you guys. I'm only across town, but man, what a beautiful day here in Cookeville. I hope that sooner than later I get to actually like high five and hug you guys. But until then, like, thanks on behalf of everyone. We got a massive viewer boost when you guys came on. So really, really fun to have you on here and to have you guys as leaders of United in Movement. So thanks so much.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you guys for donating your time, doing all this. And we'll talk soon.
Hang on. Just wanted to say like a huge thank you, obviously, to you guys. You've literally been going nonstop for 24 hours, but to everyone that's tuned in and donated, like a huge thank you, because this is going a long way and is going to help a lot of people.
Hey, and you know what? Before you guys take off, Matt, we'll have to find a way to hold this guy to his word. He says that he'll donate $5,000 if you do a TikTok. That sounds like a pretty simple piece of math right there. So if we can get that guy,
Who's
down
that?
and actually make
Keith said that?
No, this guy in the comments, B. Krokovich.
Huh? I'm totally in.
So hold it. We'll get his contact info, and if he's serious and he actually puts up the money, then maybe you can consider it. But until then, my friend,
get your checkbook out, because there's not much I can do for $5,000.
Show me the money. No, it's not for you, dude. It's not for you. It's for you.
TikTok as well.
All right, I can't wait to see it. All right, guys. Hey, thanks again. We'll talk to you soon. And thanks, Bill. Thanks, Jay. For those of you who are watching from home, man, what a joy, and how lucky we are to get to spend time with all these people, get a couple laughs, get a little bit of a workout in. I'm hoping that you guys are feeling the medicine from this as much as I am, and just the connection in this time where we're all kind of stuck in our homes and not being able to interact as we normally would. Getting a little piece of each other, kind of, even though we have to reach out through the internet to do it, is man, it's been really, really great for me. And again, like, I hope it's working for you as well. If you're not signed up for the competition yet, unitedinmovement.org is where you can find it. That's where you make your donations. It doesn't cost anything to compete. You can come do these 7 minutes of burpees and feel like you're part of the crew no matter what. But if you can give, we would love it if you would. We are past $160,000 now, 10,360 people registered. And man, it's fantastic to feel like we're all kind of one unit. It's just, I know we're all people of action. And so to feel like we actually are moving forward, doing something together, it's a way to kind of get all of us in the right headspace as well. So please join us. Jessica Griffith in the comments. She's got no clue what most of the girl workouts are. So lucky you didn't get called out for this game, Jess. All right now we got a special treat for you. We are going to show you some entertainment. Before we wrap up the show and say goodbye, we're going to actually let you enjoy some of the butteriness that you heard about earlier. Right now, it's a vlog by the Buttery Bros. Please enjoy.
up, everybody? Welcome to the show today. So many things happening, but first, we want to say thanks.
Thank you to the movie. I mean, The Fittest is out. It's finally here, and there's a lot of support, and we really appreciate all of you.
We don't need to be hyped about it because you guys have already done that for us. We are the #1 movie in the United Kingdom, #1 movie in Denmark, #2 in Spain, #7 on the overall charts here in America. We are completely blown away and grateful to you guys for your support. But enough about that. What's happening on the show name, Mark?
All right, we're gonna call Chief Keith, check in with him. He's got a big thing in the works.
Who else?
We got Matthew Fraser.
The champ!
And then we're gonna do a little workout against our buddy Tommy Marquez.
He's got long arms, he's gonna lose. Roll the footage. What's going on?
All right, people, so check this out. We're gonna make our own homemade butter today. This is heavy whipping cream, and I think it's as simple as putting it in something and shaking it up, and then you got butter. So I'm gonna put the challenge out to all you people. If you're gonna do this, take a video of it, tag us, and we'll make a little compilation of this going into next week.
We're just gonna shake cream until butter comes out.
I got cold heavy whipping cream. That's all you really need here, according to the recipe. So I'm gonna put a cup in there, and I'm gonna put it in this protein shaker. 2 mice fell into a vat of cream. One of those mice gave up quickly and drowned. The other mice churned that cream to butter and crawled out. Lid goes on, and I guess we just shake for 20 minutes. Cue the shaking buttermilk making montage. All right, so I'm coming up on about 15-20 minutes. At first it seemed like there was no hope in sight because it just felt like a bunch of air, but as you can see, it's starting to get a little chunky in there. I mean, we still got a lot of cream, but like, oh, look at that, that's butter. Churned. We're gonna call O'Keefe, and then we're gonna make cakes afterwards.
Oh, what's up, there, Chief?
What's up, dude?
What's going
on?
on?
How you doing, boys?
We're doing
Look
good.
what I got on my shoulder.
Oh, look
Like the
at that
backdrop?
poster. Yeah, I like that backdrop. That backdrop's beautiful.
This is heavy whipping cream that I'm shaking into my own homemade butter.
Butter.
Oh, stirring your own butter?
I'm churning my own butter.
We're
yeah.
churning, dude. We're churning.
We're gonna make pancakes after this.
There's definitely a couple butter balls, you know? Let's see what we got. Oh, look at that. I got 3 little butter chunks, baby.
All right, well, hey, let's jump into why you're so busy. What is it you're actually doing?
Over the last, I don't know, 10 days, we've just been looking at ways that we can help the community, affiliates, gyms, people, you know, be a little delusional and let's change the world. Like, let's literally get people to move when they're stuck in their house. I think I've told everybody that I've spoken to, like, hey, I don't know that at any time in history that I can find that people have been unified like they are right now. And sadly enough, it's not necessarily a positive unification. It's that we're all stuck in our house because there's shit going on. You know, we can be a bright light in that darkness, and because we as CrossFitters, people who like to fitness on the daily, will find any way to do it anywhere, anyhow, right? So let's teach people how to do that, and then in the process, raise some money. And, you know, I think we can have a profound effect on millions and millions and millions of people. There's 8 billion people in the world. Why would we just think about ourselves in this micro community? I think what we should be looking at and what we're going to do collectively with this movement, United in Movement, is how can we bring what we do to them?
Last week we were spoiled with this. Now we're here.
Each week we'll cook on a different thing.
I don't know that that's true, but this week we are.
There's people building shoes around this. There's people donating hundreds of thousands of dollars in product. Like, we're going to raise millions of dollars and we're going to raise millions of people's spirits. And to me, you know, there isn't many times in life that we've all been able to look at something and say, like, we really can affect the world. You know, we can change the world in a positive manner, and we're going to do it.
All right, here we go. I'm going with Lehigh Mills. We did something else last week. We're going local only, supporting local companies and businesses. Everybody's struggling. Let's keep it going.
You just exploded all over your lens cap, dude.
Done a lot of churning today, huh?
Yeah, keep churning that.
The name of your new initiative is called United by Movement, right?
United in Movement, UiM, unitedinmovement.org. United in Movement is the Instagram handle. It's independent, it's agnostic. It's all about a bunch of people getting together to do the right thing for people in need and raising some money.
Very cool. So how do the workouts work? How's it going to be released? How long is it going on?
We're going to do daily workout releases at 6 p.m. Eastern every night. We'll go live. So the first launch is 24 hours, 8 o'clock Eastern, Friday night, April 3rd, into 8 o'clock Eastern, Saturday night, April 4th. We'll go a full 24 straight hours live on YouTube. Just a real plethora of contributions, strongmen, conversations, actors, like you name it. Like we're just going to really impress the world with like who really likes to work out, right?
Awesome.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much, Chief.
Thanks, Chief.
Good luck with everything.
Chief.
And boys, and congrats on all the success with the film. Proud of you guys. Love you to death. I appreciate you guys supporting us. You guys are the best. So I can't wait to talk some more this week. We can get you guys super involved.
Okay, sounds good, man.
Yeah,
We're
looking
excited.
forward to it, man. Thank you.
Thanks, Chief.
All right.
Peace.
Love you guys. Love you guys. See ya.
Bye.
What are you excited about?
To put our own homemade butter on these, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if it's good.
Have you ever?
Never have I ever. Oh, it's gone limp. Sounds like a personal problem.
That's the butter we made.
I mean, that is butter.
Yeah.
We got real syrup this time, not keto. I want you to just take okay, now just put that in your mouth.
Really?
Yeah, I want you to just eat butter. No, the whole thing. Don't half-ass it.
It's good.
Let's go.
We could use a little salt.
Who's buying the unsalted butter?
Yeah, I saw unsalted potato chips.
That's all I could find at the grocery store yesterday. It's a pandemic. I can't find any salted butter.
Make butter, spread joy. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. It's already better than last week's. I mean, if the Traeger had a window and I could tell with the bubbles, and the butter really sets it off, I'm gonna say that's an 8.8.
8.8 on the pancake?
Yeah, that might be a little high. 8.5. It's a good mix.
You know what time it is? Rob of age, Rob of age.
Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky.
Hi, say hi. He's in there too.
Ride with me if you ride with me.
You've only eaten one pancake. Right?
Yeah, I did a full one. That's enough for the song.
Okay, no syrup, just lots of butter right now.
Wait, you know syrup?
Like 7.2.
7.2?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna take it to the next level. This shit right here. That's from the people up north, the Canadians.
You think it is?
No, that's stateside.
Yeah, that's from Illinois. Not even Vermont. Cue the classical music, because we're gonna eat proper. 7.8.
7.8.
Yeah, definitely the butter is decent. It needs some salt.
So if you're making the butter at home, maybe add a little bit of salt, but it'll still work. It's, basically lube.
What's up, people? We went to the park because we're tired of working out in the same place every day. So we're here. We got a workout from CompTrain. We stole it from Benny Birch. He does TED Talks. The workout is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It goes up by 2s, whatever. And then in between each set, you do 20 double unders. 6 minutes of dumbbell lunges, double unders. 2-minute rest, then 6 minutes of dumbbell snatches going up by 2s, double unders. Me versus Tommy versus Marsden. Let's go. Hey, I've heard there's gonna be some workout data powered by Whoop. We'll get to it in a minute.
What's up, dude?
What's up, guys? What's up?
Nice shirt.
Yeah, dude, I got dressed up. It's Casual Fridays. What's up?
It's Saturday.
No, we filmed this on Friday, you ignorant piece of shit. Tommy's in a hoodie. I can't even see him. What's he wearing?
Camel cakes.
Camel cake. What's that in the background? Is that the #1 movie in the United Kingdom right now?
Yeah, just some light nonfiction.
Okay, people, so we put the challenge out to Tommy as well. So he did the workout. We're reporting back in to see how he did. Long arms.
How'd we do, Tommy? Tell me about it.
All right, so first workout, finished the round of 16, then got 3 lunges.
Oh, Two's done in 3 seconds.
And I had a hard time finding my rhythm on double unders, actually.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the double under master.
Low ceiling.
The ceiling is high.
Get outdoors!
Hey, go get it, dude. Good depth. Good lunge. So I got through my round of 16 on the lunges and got 10 double unders. So I didn't quite finish my round of 16.
Hi, honey. Ah, beautiful day. Nice to get out. Remember going places? At 20 plus 8.
18 plus 10.
18, 10?
Yeah.
Good to know.
So I think I took dead last in that first part. Yeah, I was really focusing on hitting that good movement. You know what I mean?
Does that mean that you were just going slow in general?
Yeah. That's what you say when you lose. You just say I was focusing on my good movement.
Because when you won at Wadapalooza, you clearly weren't focusing on good movement at all.
You talk about the box rollovers?
Don't worry, you gotta do some more. Did you bring chalk?
No.
Okay.
It's not a chalk place.
What do you mean it's not a chalk place?
It's not a chalk place.
You look fantastic though. Like the white on the white.
Thanks, man.
You know, matches with the clouds.
5 seconds, same reps game with dumbbell snatches now. 3, 2, 1.
So my strain on the workout was a 6.2. What'd you boys end up with?
I was a 7.2.
7.4 on the strain. My max heart rate got up to 174.
And my max heart rate was 170.
I was a 162, so you know, maybe I wasn't going as hard.
I think I got through 18, the 18 snatches.
Yeah, Heber used the exact opposite technique of what I did, you know?
He went fast. And,
Yeah.
cut corners.
Nope, that one didn't count. Last one didn't count. 12.
Whew. Last through the round of 16, and then 12 snatches. That last 13th one didn't count. I was past the timer, but yep.
7 in the 18th.
7 in the 18th?
Yeah. What was that?
I got through 18 dumbbells.
Damn, you beat me on both of them. Well, that's 2 for 2 against me. Good job, bro.
Oh.
Quarantine has treated you kindly, obviously. You look good in them shit. Those bifocals, man. Little Ben Franklin was happened to be. Yeah.
You guys both look like you've just been abandoned at home and you're giving up on life. Just hoodies.
Bars is just full posturing. There's nothing underneath that.
Yeah. This is my just go-to. Like I leave this is the one that I just put on, you know.
It's the answer the door hoodie.
Yeah, it's the answer to the door hoodie, you know.
I've ordered some food. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be wearing when it gets here, so I just have this as a just in case.
All right, this way. Well, all right, boys.
All right, boys. Good catching up, Tommy. Hope you guys are well.
Bye, Tommy.
Bye, Tommy.
See you guys.
Whew. All right, everybody. Whoop data provided. Take 2. I'm just out of breath. All right, everybody. Workout data powered by Whoop. What you whoop at? Whoop, whoop. New activity, new data point on the Butter Gang that I really like is you can go to your Butter Gang and then you can do like a weekly average. So who's recovering the best for the entire week right now? It's our girl Brooke Austin. Screenshot that. Put it to Julie. Julie, put it up. Julie. We got all the space in the middle. Put it up here. Julie. Holy, holy, holy. Julie's number 3 on that list?
What do you know about good recoveries? I don't ever recover well, but I must be sleeping and, you know, eating clean. I'm eating all...
Turns out if you don't travel every day, turns out if you can sleep every night, recovery goes up.
Yeah, I'm 3rd on the list.
Who would have thought?
3rd on the whole Butter Gang. I ain't never taken the 3rd place.
He doesn't have kids, so he doesn't know what it's like to have to wake up in the middle of the night to deal with someone that's peed their bed Get out of bed and pee, Finley! For heaven's sakes!
Last one, best one. Last one, best one. Tommy.
Squats. Ooh, you're about to see James Hobart textbook right.
Bro, I don't know if you saw, but I finished first.
I did not. I was over there. I got a Doberman who attacked me when I started to do squats.
Yeah, I did. I finished first. It's a big victory for me today.
Lucy the Doberman, lawless.
Hey, don't interrupt my victory speech.
Oh, sorry.
I just won the 19. Just won the 19 squats there. How you doing,
Tommy,
my friend?
looking victorious in the Buttery Bros vlog, man. You get to play on a lot of forums these days. It's fun.
Yeah, very fortunate that have a lot of talented friends, so, surround yourself with people that you want to mooch off of. No, but all honesty, yeah, get to do some fun stuff just like this too.
Hey, I think that you guys, I know I've seen you in the chats and we've been texting, and Bill and Chase are back too. I got to give a shout out to Peg W. She said so far she's watched 16 out of 24 hours that we broadcast. I thought that would be impossible.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay. Give her a hand.
Strong work. Yeah. Round of applause.
That is strong work.
For sure.
There's I don't know. Is that she gets the Iron Man award, right?
I think so. Yeah.
That one person that yeah, you were good, but you definitely outlasted everyone else. There's certainly an award for that.
The Cal Ripken Viewer Award, possibly,
yes,
the longest streak. I'm still winded for my squats.
Well, here we go. We're rounding the bend, and I think it's appropriate. We were going to throw in some affiliates here. Chase Ingram was going to be one of them. You guys, maybe we should get from Bill and Chase some thoughts, kind of as we round out this show as affiliate owners. Kind of some messages or some thoughts before we go just straight to viewer comments and questions and kind of close out this 24-hour show.
I'll go ahead and start if you don't mind there, Chase. We've actually talked a lot about this stuff. Chase and myself have talked about it on different platforms, and I think what's really important is in this event is showing that is you have to back the people that have been helping you and helping your fitness this whole time. Those CrossFit affiliates out there, those gym affiliates out there that have been providing you health and fitness and a community and accountability and a lot of just mental stability in your lifetime. They're at risk. We're at risk. And if people bail out on us, it's going to make it very difficult for us to keep our doors open or our webcams on to be able to keep on helping you guys. So please stand by your boxes, stand by your affiliates, stand by the people that are, your trainers and the people that have been helping you out. If you have the ability to continue paying your membership or to donate in forums like this, please do so because they need your help. But this has been a beautiful 24 hours, and I'm just blown away, honored to be part of it. So I want to thank you guys, and it's good talking to you guys too, for sure.
Chase?
Just to come off that is Bill and I have had a lot of discussions together about what to do kind of with our affiliates. We closed very early on in the game, pioneer that best we could. And with that, it was the same sentiments that Bill has, is that, there's no one that wants to open up their gym doors more than your affiliate owner. And it goes beyond the small business. It goes beyond money. It's the reason we all started to do what we did. We've all come from different avenues in terms of careers to pick this job. I opened an affiliate because I love coaching. I love the community. I love the people that walk in every day to help further the dream that I have of an affiliate owner. Now that's taken away from me, and it's in danger of never coming back. So, what I've been trying to give for the last 10, 12 years within CrossFit to the community for the next, we're not sure timetable wise, is like Bill said, is we're kind of leaning back on the community that we've tried to build. And I think part of that is scary, but part of that is beautiful at the same time, is that what we've built, we are now resting on. And as Bill said, is that if you guys can, and we understand those that can't, and we're not asking you to do anything beyond your means, is that stick by your affiliate, because when we get out of this, and it will pass, what that first day back is can only imagine. And I won't be able to put into words, it's what it's going to be like to open the doors back up, to see those faces walk in the doors for the first time in however many months. It's going to be a beautiful day when we knew that we all got through it together. So stick by you, and we will all get there in the end.
Yeah, that's fantastically put. I'd love to go back. I mean, man, it's been quite a journey, and I know all of us have had different times we plugged in. There's been a lot of bleed over and not very much sleep for any of us. I want to know the high points, like maybe we'll start with Sean and Tommy, and if you guys had something that kind of jumped out that and we can all dig into it, right? Obviously, we've got a little bit of time here. We've got another half hour, so let's kind of celebrate some of the things that have happened in the past 24 hours that really stand out for you guys.
I mean, Dan Bailey, come on. If you guys didn't see that was incredible.
Oh, man.
He's got the voice of an angel.
Yeah, that guy, wow. Some talent. There was that, honestly, just to be serious here for a second, I think just that how everybody coming together so quickly to make this happen. It's really, I think, a testament to this community, how we rally, when the chips are down. And I want to thank everybody who, even if you didn't donate, if you tuned in and watched and you just took part, maybe you did some squats and had a little fun, that's fine. You're part of the community and that matters. And I just want to echo what Chase said, back your affiliate, because like he said, when this is done and we're all back outside and hanging out with one another, we're going to remember getting through this. And it'll be important to have a place like an affiliate to go and express our fitness.
And to take that a step further, I think people can, obviously this stream will get archived as well, but I mean, look no further than the ability for something like this, like a 24-hour live stream, to come together in a span of less than a week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's almost unheard of. You think about the technical aspects and bringing in subject matter experts, athletes from basically all 6 of the 7 continents, and having them all flow in and out with this beautiful wealth of information. And that only happens because of the support, like Chase kind of mentioned, that foundation that's been laid for years and months, and countless sessions in the past. So that wouldn't be able to happen. So if people get a chance to watch at least part of this, let that be a celebration of what you guys have done and help, whether it's supporting us as media professionals, supporting the people behind the scenes, supporting the companies that have supported this to put this stream together. It's all one big kind of beautiful flowing kind of ecosystem that helps itself. And I think the fact that I'm sitting here looking at our show format for 24 hours, and we're talking about, if I'm not mistaken, the longest continuous single stream that's happened in CrossFit. So
yeah,
which is amazing, and that beats out regional years, and that beats out.
That would be the only thing that would compare to regionals. Oh, dog on the set, where we had. You'd have a regional going on, but there wasn't one continuous stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had constant action. So, but it's been great. And thanks to all the sponsors and people who stepped up and donated, Noble and Chipotle and I think Assault, all those. It is fantastic.
The generosity has been amazing. I mean, obviously the 100 gang coming from Noble, Chipotle finding a creative way to incorporate athletes and the community and be able to make a donation there. And then the response as well. That's just all the cool little icing, pieces of icing on the cakes.
Yeah, and Chase Ingram may have some codes if you guys want to get free burritos.
Ooh,
too late.
I accidentally sent my code out to the whole text chain.
Yes, you did.
Like an idiot.
Rookie mistake, my friend.
Well, so on the heels of what Tommy just said, so in the comments, we've got Ryan Vaughn, and he says, if we can keep this going for another 24 hours, he'd be stoked. So Sean, Tommy, I mean, all you guys, you down for that? Or would just, he says, otherwise,
why not?
Just make
Let's do it.
Rory, you're breaking up. I'm sorry. I can't. Just kidding.
All right, O'Keefe has entered the building.
Oh.
O'Keefe, we're just really celebrating really like high points from the last 23 hours, 23 and a half hours. And as, you know, one of the driving forces, the main driving force behind this, if we're being honest, I would love to hear, you know, what just jumps out and grabs you.
Wow, well, it's you guys, honestly. It's like everybody in the Netherlands. It's the people in Miami and the people in, you know, Africa. We have somebody in Africa. I mean, it's, yeah, I mean, the driving force is just, you know, there's probably 250 people that put this together, and you guys know that. And the chaos that goes on to put on any production, never mind a 24-hour production. This is... you guys all made history, and it's pretty special to be a part of. We've helped a lot of people, which was the primary goal. And in the process, you all proved that you can do anything. And because this looked nearly impossible a couple of days ago, and I am so damn impressed with all of you.
You pointed out earlier, and I believe that it's true as well. Like, even if we stopped right now, it's a massive win. We're at $161,000. 10,000 people or over 10,000 people, well over, are involved. But I don't know, when you recalibrate, what do you think the goals for the end of the 7 days, you know, financially, impact wise, what would, where you hope would get to?
Yeah, you know, it's a great question. You know, I don't know that it's even necessary to put a mark on it. Cause like we said earlier, I think it's, you know, we set out to try to, you know, possibly raise $1 million. Who knows? That's not out of the question. You know, you submit your workouts at the end so people can jump in whatever day they want this week. And so the snowball has sort of started at this point. So let's just keep it going. And, you know, it's obviously great causes that are involved. And I think it'll be just a fun week. I can't wait to do this workout. I can't believe I'm saying that. But it's... you know, it's, you know, let's see what we can do. You know, I would, you know, I know we're going to raise a lot more money. And again, this has already been an unbelievable success. We're going to help a ton of people. So let's help some more.
And you want to run down for those who are watching who don't necessarily know, 7 minutes of burpees was the first of 7. When do the next 6 come, and how do they log their scores?
Yeah, so every night at 6 o'clock, there'll be a new live workout announced by athletes from around the globe. So there will be a workout every day until Saturday. And then you can log your scores at, you can go through the website, unitedinmovement.org, which will link you to Competition Corner, which is hosting the leaderboard scoreboard to log your scores. But again, you know, for those of you out there that just watch the 2 fittest people in the world do the workout, don't be deterred by that. Just, you know, jump in. It's like anything we do. Just, you know, and don't worry about the score on the scoreboard. You know, move in your home. That was another primary goal of this, is to inspire people to move in their house. And you just saw what they're doing. They just did burpees. They could have done that in the living room, and that's what this is going to be all about. So just jump in and get it done. There'll be a workout dropped every night. And if you didn't log your score for today's workout tomorrow, it's fine. You can do it at the end of the week.
Love it. I think we should get into a little bit of banter about who's gonna take the top honors on this event. And I'm gonna take me and Sean probably out of the running, and I'm gonna put my money.
No. Can't take yourself out of the running like that.
Bill Grundler takes this one.
I really believe I can beat you guys in 7 minutes of burpees, but in case I don't, I would say I want to know what you guys. What are you aiming for? What do you think you can do?
Ooh, Chase, what did you say you got the last time we did that for the Open?
2012, I think it's around. Yeah,
I think I was around 120 something too. 120. I don't know. All I remember is that was mind numbing then, and I'm older now. I think it would be heart numbing now.
You guys know this was my first ever CrossFit workout. I walked into a CrossFit gym in 2012. Yeah, and I got onboarded, and they told me to come back the next day, and I walked in, and everybody was like nervous and rah-rah and screaming at the class before, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? They're like, just do burpees for 7 minutes. And that was my introduction to CrossFit.
And you stuck around after that? Gross.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to do. I've done this workout like 15 times, so I can tell you it's not going to be pretty.
Oof. That's like one of those things where it's like if you eat this spoonful of like wasabi, you're like, man, that hurt so bad, but it was great. I'm going to do it again next week. Ew.
We've been joined by greatness. Jason Khalipa is now in the chat, and Jason, I know you had a massive part in helping to make sure these funds go to the right people in the right places, and I'd love to hear about your involvement with United in Movement.
So you guys can hear me, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're all good.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and look, I mean, O'Keefe is he's got a lot going on. You guys have a large connection. I think right now there's a lot of people that could utilize help, and so what better way to do it than to get the whole community rally together? I'm super excited about it. My internet looks slow. I got to figure this out though. I want to make sure I look.
Are you in a closet, Jason?
Now you froze yourself though. You're like hiding on the stairs. I love it.
Is Jason in a closet right now?
What's that?
Are you in a closet?
I'm not. No, I'm in this. We moved into this new place, and my son's out biking in front of me, and so I'm like downstairs, leading towards the garage. That's where I'm at.
So, maybe you can explain Jason's role and how he's been extremely helpful, from what I understand.
Yes. Yeah, Jay jumped in. I'm very fortunate. And it's the same with all of you. I have a lot of great friends, and Jason's one of them. And when we started to get some steam with this, it was obvious that there was going to be an issue that kind of comes with any type of fundraiser, which is what do you do with the money? And you have to take a lot of things into consideration. And Jason was a vital piece of that committee that helped us in how we directed funds. And I'm really proud. It was a big group. There were sanction owners, country managers, and Jason jumped in and helped us in a big way.
Yeah. So can you guys hear me now?
You sound great, bro.
Yep. Jason, the joke's on you. So put your phone down. And make sure we can see you and do 7 minutes of burpees. And we'll count.
No, come on, get out of here.
He'll do it. He'll do it.
You can't disobey the horn, Jay.
You guys are kidding, right?
Well, you should do at least 19.
Kidding, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're kidding, Jason.
Oh, okay. Oh, man, I've done that workout too many times.
We get to do it again because that's the first workout for United in Movement.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've done it. Man, the first time I did it, I remember we tried as hard as we could to try and find a way to, just graze the ceiling. And I remember that was like, 5 years ago, I think it was that we did it. Maybe a little bit longer than that. When was that in the open?
2012.
2012.
Okay. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I'm glad I'm not doing that again. Well, okay, fine. I'll do it again, but not right now.
Well, hey, you've been also a huge leader in the community for a long time, Jace. We want to hear maybe, I know that you're not just helping your own, you've got a couple of gyms, but you're also reaching out and trying to help other affiliate owners weather this storm that we're in with COVID-19. Can you speak to that really quick? Just kind of how you've what kind of advice you've been giving to people, and also why you've chosen to be involved in something like United in Movement, why you think that these are worthwhile projects for the community to kind of put their weight behind.
Well, I mean, I think first off, the affiliate community and the gym business in general is in a really tough situation. We closed the doors of quite a few locations, and a lot of that is outside of our control. I mean, all of that is outside of our control. And so for those gym owners that were just skirting by, it's going to be a really, really tough time. And so we're putting out a task list with Morning Chalk Up on Monday that's very quantifiable. There's a lot of assistance available, but gym owners need to be aware of what that is. And they need to prepare for the storm. And I think that there's a lot of things they could be doing right now. And so we put out that task list, and we've been putting out webinars and stuff. So if any gym owners watching and they need support, please just email collective@nc.fit or, ping me somehow and we could talk about it, because every situation is different. And I think that anybody that's putting out a one-stop shop for everybody is misleading, because no one's ever gone through this before. And every gym is on a different scale with different resources. So for us, we're pivoting to digital, but not everybody can pivot like that. And we've watched our membership just get crushed. And so, I'm looking forward when we get everybody back in the gym. But in the meantime, we need to do what's in our control, which is add as much value as we can to our members when they're at home.
Love that. And how about folks who are listening who may not have the opportunity to connect with you directly? Like, what's the message that you're trying to send to them that might be just looking for a little bit of encouragement and trying to stay motivated and positive?
Well, man, I think at the end of the day, I think it's misleading to assume that your members are just going to stick with you because you're a part of a community. After 30, 60, 90 days of this, they're not going to continue to pay their membership unless they're receiving some type of value that's worth it to them. When they first initially enroll with you and they pay, let's just say $200 a month, they enrolled for a specific reason and with a specific service in mind. So things that you could do to pivot that is provide online training, provide online personal training, and then also just be upfront with them. I think the worst thing you can do is just keep charging them, because then you might get those chargebacks. There's a variety of things that could happen. So what we did is we put every member on hold. We put out clear communication on what their options were, and then they could decide if they want to continue with us as a full member, as to support, or if they want to just become a digital member. That was a different price point, because we're trying to look at this as a longer term thing. I don't think this is going to be 30 days. I think this is going to be quite a while. And even after people feel comfortable and the gyms open up again, it's going to take a while before they feel ready to come into a group style training again. So we need, if you're an owner or someone out there, support local business, of course, but then also if you're an owner, how can you add more value for your members? What could you be doing on a regular basis to be texting with them, emailing with them, Facebooking with them, private classes, whatever you could do?
Yeah, that's tremendous, and
cool.
Absolutely, brother. We're gonna let you go. We appreciate you taking the time. We certainly appreciate you throwing your influence and your brain behind the United in movement, and for giving us this time. I know you got a kid running through the street right now. Chase, he's got a baby in the other room, and everybody's kind of taking time out of their schedules as we're living this home life. So thank you, brother, and stay safe, and we will check in with you soon.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Thanks, Jay.
So Matt O'Keefe, I'll go back to you and just again, quick thoughts on having people you got Ben Bergeron and Shane programming the workouts. You've got Matt, Fraser, and Tia leading the way with the first workout demonstration. You got people like Jason Khalipa using their influence and kind of weight behind this movement. I don't know, man. Just what's the vibe at this point? We've got 7 days to go, but how are you feeling about where we're at right now?
Well, I feel great. First of all, it's cool to just hear a list like that, and there's so many more, because it's all the people that I watched and fanned, including yourselves when I first started in this. I didn't start in that first wave of CrossFitters like yourselves. So it's really cool for us to be able to collect all these people for common good, and I'm really proud of that. Yeah, I mean, the goal is let's keep raising money. Let's keep getting the word out. I think we converted some people, because one of the nice silver lining goals of this is going to be that and I know that there are people that are friends with me that watch that aren't CrossFitters that are going to be attracted to going into a CrossFit gym now, because we showed them a lower barrier of entry. It's than the games maybe. I think that's a lot of what people see, and they saw the two fittest people in the world do just lay down and stand up. So I think that's a huge piece for me with this, and a big why. And in the process, I think we're going to continue to raise a lot of money. There's a lot of brands involved that have products that they're selling and donating 100% of the proceeds to this. So we're going to raise a lot more money and help a lot more people, and have a lot of fun doing it.
Matt, there are people watching who are fans of the sport and are wondering kind of what's going on from the event side of things. I know that you've obviously had to keep a close eye on that, given the events that you run. What is the latest on the event side of things with Loud and Live?
This has been a nice distraction, so it's a good. I appreciate the question. It's like anything right now. We've had a chance to catch up, a couple of weeks ago, and so much has even changed since then. I'm trying to watch, as are a lot of other owners of events, watch other sports and how they're reacting. Again, I think I've said this before, like the NBA, the MLB, Premier League, La Liga. They have a lot more resources than we do, and they're more connected to some government agencies. And so I'm sort of, watching and seeing that. I mean, it's no mystery this is going to be a while, and so I think, really for us and how we'll disseminate, information is just, we're looking for some light or some clarity on what the curve looks like at this point. Our goal is still to operate as many of these events that we're in charge of in the calendar of 2020. And the nice part is some of them are in climates that, give us the opportunity to maybe do that even in November or December. Like the California event, for instance, we could do that in December. I know it's a little cooler there, but I know we're committed even, even in some of those other climates to finding ways, hey, maybe Granite Games needs to be in a really big gym this year. I just want these things to happen. I think it's important for legacy and history and to the community, because there are events that they rely on and they train for. And when there's a little light and we can see there's a mark we might be able to hit the end of the year, I think it's going to be really important for us. It's a responsibility that we take really seriously to make sure these things happen. So it's really hard, as you guys know, and, we're watching, the daily, changes that go on to if anybody has this figured out and has a vision on when they can start a sporting event again or a concert. I mean, like Loud Live, we run hundreds of concerts a year. We're very embedded in the event business. But if anybody has a vision or some sort of information that I'm missing, I'd love to hear it. It's just, I think we're going to be locked down for a bit. So, I hope the games is going to happen, but, you see the Olympics cancel and, who knows? So light, I'm looking for light, Sean. You got any light for me?
I think Tommy has a really good outlook on the games. If people want to, I think you're writing an article on that, right? About when maybe that could take place. So I think there's a little bit of hope out there. I mean, you look at other areas of the world that are sort of coming on the other side of this thing. Hopefully if we all just do what we're supposed to, we can get through this really fast. So that's the light that I have. Isn't that
the message? And I think, so many leaders, and that's another piece of what you guys put out the last 24 hours is, we had Julie and Danny on last night, and, athletes from other sports and actors and the consistent message was, move and, support this, but every one of them delivered, listen, stay home. It's time. People. This is no joke. This isn't vacation. I think our governor said it best. He is a great leader, Charlie Baker, and he said about a week ago or so ago that if you treat this 3 weeks like a vacation, it will be extended. So I think that's a really strong, important message for people right now. Let's not get this extended.
Well, I just jump in there and say also that in terms of give me some light, we've really rated it, and I think that 24 hours of people tuning in consistently and getting some favorite athletes, their favorite personalities, and raising money for a good cause has been light that we've created. And kind of on that note, Matt, we're going to say goodbye to you, and I don't know if there's any closing thoughts that you haven't said yet that you want to say, or even just thanks for people participating. Certainly on behalf of everybody watching, I'd like to thank you before we let you go.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, just, and quickly, I'll just sort of repeat what I've said. It's, man, I could go piece by piece, but it's just, what a collective, cool effort. Thank you to all of you guys, everybody behind the curtain on this broadcast, all the sanction owners, the brands, the athletes, the influencers, the people from outside the space that trusted us to come and talk a little bit about what they do. All the people volunteering their time, including all of you guys. And I think that's a really important piece for everybody to know out there. Everybody you see on this broadcast right now did this out of the goodness of their heart, to help people and to entertain you guys over the last 24 hours. So I'm forever grateful. It's been a wonderful experience for me, our team, and to get to work with you guys. And again, you guys are the best in the business, all of you, everyone I just mentioned. And it's been a true pleasure. And I really appreciate you trusting us and trusting this.
Thank you, Matt. It's a tremendous service to the entire community, and I look forward to seeing where it goes in the next 7 days.
I couldn't say it any better. I love you guys, honestly, and everybody involved. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Love you back, buddy.
Well, thanks, Matt.
Love you too.
Thanks.
All right. We got Tommy Marquez tells me that he has just a burning roundtable question that he's going to pose.
Okay.
Ooh.
Rory, it's just seared into the side of my brain. I was just kind of thinking as we saw this big like round table shot we have of all of us in frame, and I was thinking about the collective years and hours of experience that we have in the media space. But it always excites me because every time we do a show, or every time we do a podcast, anytime any one of us covers a live event, I feel like there's some takeaway that's maybe outside of the realm of our normal experience. And so I wanted to pose the question to everybody that what has this 24-hour broadcast maybe either reminded you of, shown you, or been a significant, like given you a takeaway for that you can share with everybody right now?
I know what it was reminded me
first.
of.
I feel. Oh, you go.
No, I was just going to say this reminds me of Pendleton in 2012.
Oh man!
Oh man!
You know what? By hook or by crook, you can get something done. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that this group just finds a way to get something done, just like we did there. So yeah, I'll just leave it at that because it just reminded me of Pendleton.
Amen. That and Pendleton, for those that don't know, the massively long story, massively short, is we took there was an impossible task that was set upon us very late in the game with very little assets and zero budget in order to get it done. And we found a way to do it. And it was one of the worst days of my life, but it was one of the greatest victories on the other side. And what I'll say is, in this time, I don't know about you guys, but in terms of motivation, I found myself like, I should do this. I should do that. Oh, I could do this. I could do that. But I find it like I've just got this lethargy that sort of has been hanging over me. And this, I really appreciate the sense of purpose and connection that I got from throwing our backs into something that really was impossible. And, making it come off, seeing that people are actually watching, seeing that people are engaging and enjoying, and knowing that in this strange time, everybody's media game has changed, and CrossFitters are so emphatic about what we do. They love it. And the fact that people are, thumbs upping this video and enjoying it has given me a great sense of purpose, and I'll end there.
I'll go next, Ro. And it kind of couples along with that, and actually even goes with what Sean was saying. Way back in the day, when we were trained to be media people, because we didn't know what the heck we were doing. I know I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Maybe Sean knew what he was doing. I think he was kind of the only one that kind of stepped in with some sort of background to it. But what we were told eventually, I think after our fourth person that came in to help us, which was Mike Rothy, it's like, you have one job, that's to entertain and educate. And it doesn't matter what goes on. As long as you are continuing to do that, people will engage. And with all the different events that I've been a part of, all the way from the high-end games to some other events which are very, very not high-end, and all the things that could happen. And there were all kinds of things that happened even in this event. At the end of the day, I still had a great time. I was still smiling. People still liked what they got to see. People liked that we were giving them that education and that entertainment. And whether it's rough on our side or not is not what the goal is. It's not supposed to be easy for us. It's supposed to be educating and entertaining for everyone else. And I think that they got that. And I think they're happy with it. And I agree too, with the message behind it. It's huge. So how could it not be a win?
Is it my turn? Oh, man. Hey, listen, we all just John Wicked this thing with the impossible task better than I think any group could possibly do. And for me, there's a couple it's just kind of nostalgia. It's like we all kind of grew up together in the media space dating back to 2012. Some of us were in the game earlier. I know Bill, Tommy, Roe, but it felt so. I think we've been missing this since, we had to kind of separate ways, not by our choice. So being able to do this with you guys again, just made me very nostalgic and very appreciative of not just the professionalism that you guys bring to the table, but the friendships that we've accrued and bonded over the years. And the other is just appreciation. Being appreciative in the position that we're all in, the position that I'm in specifically. I'm appreciating, my wife that's let me do this for 24 hours with 2 kids in the house. And the other side is just, this is a very important thing that we're all dealing with. We're all doing this, again, like Q said, is the just pure generosity, kindness of our hearts to do something that we truly believe in, that we've always believed in. That's what brought us together to begin with. And the other part is just, it felt really good to be doing this with you guys. I miss y'all so much, and I don't want to get too little sappy about it, but I love all you guys. I respect you tremendously. This was something that I've been missing for the last few years, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you guys, what you've made for yourselves out of a tough time, a bad time, and I think this is the group that can help jumpstart what this United in movement is, and that we're united more than just faces on a TV screen, voices behind a podcast. We're united in movement, but we're also united in brotherhood. And I love all you guys, and I just want to say I appreciate y'all, and I'm just honored to be a part of this.
Yeah, well said, man. Likewise. And I kind of want to touch on what you said, actually, Chase, because I think kind of one of my takeaways is almost, and to steal a little hashtag from Bill on the whole know your why, I feel like this last 24 hours in particular, is obviously something that we've been missing for quite some time. But for me, it is kind of a redistillation of what, in my personal view, media serves in terms of a purpose at its best. And that's as a megaphone for a message to help spread amongst others and connect people. And I feel like back in the day when we were, all working together, we had the games as kind of that reset, right? Because on a macro level, we got to communicate with a ton of people, bring together people from all over the world. And that was like that almost like that reset that kind of set our bearings as to why we're doing this. And over the last, 18 months, couple of years, a ton of changes has happened, and it's been really easy to get caught up in other things outside of what the pure purpose of media serves in terms of our goals that we set out to accomplish in the CrossFit community and with, the purpose of CrossFit and health and fitness in general. And so I think in seeing everything take place over the last 24 hours, and seeing the people from all over the globe and the great minds and the great athletes and the great messages that have been shared in such a small time frame relatively, and in such a fast and accessible format and under such crazy circumstances like we touched on, like Pendleton 2012, to me, that's like media at its finest. It's like by hook or by crook, it doesn't have to be super fancy. We can get together, spread the message, and have this really pure kind of impact on others. And that's what this last 24 hours was for me. So, and I'm grateful to kind of share it with you guys, obviously, to touch on what Chase said, because it was something I feel like we've been missing for a while. And for everyone that tagged along and watched with us, Patty watching 15, 16 hours for athletes donating their time, and because all of this goes to a good place.
I guess she's already seen Tiger King.
Yes, exactly.
All right, gentlemen. Well, with that, I think that I've got a couple more pieces of business, but it's time for us to say goodbye and really sign off. And it's been a huge, like I said, huge, selfishly, ray of light for me to spend time with you guys, echo your sentiments, and with the community. And thank you for your contributions and what you guys have brought to the table in terms of bringing everyone together, because it's a huge deal.
Right on. Thanks, Ro.
You bet, man.
Stay safe and healthy,
Hey, guys.
guys.
Good seeing you guys again.
Miss you guys. Miss you
Well done,
guys.
guys.
All right, friends who are still tuned in, remember that United in Movement it's just getting started. Like, this will go for the next 7 days. You can tune into Instagram Live for the rest of the week. We've got people signed up for hours out of every single day. So anytime you want to do one of those workouts, look for someone on the website who is doing it. You can tag along live with them. We've got elite athletes, e-communities. Spain is doing it at 6 p.m. every day. Irish community is doing the same thing. And to all of you, we need to end to say, first of all, there's a massive team behind the scenes that deserve tons of credit, not the least of which is the broadcast crew who has been behind the scenes this entire time, and all those who brought the brands together. But we want to tell you a heartfelt thank you from our entire team. In 24 hours, we've traveled the globe, Hawaii to Hong Kong, Canada to right here in Cookeville. We've raised $160,000. Over 10,000 of you are on board. We hope you can give, whether you can or not, be involved, because there will be an end to this crisis, my friends, and we will remain united in movement, and we will move forward together. Thank you, and good night.